Hello YouTubers, how are you? I told you your girl was coming back. I told you I was going to be making videos, and I was going to make sure that I hooked you guys up because you've been patient while the sister been going through some things. As you can tell, my voice is very still hoarse, so just bear with me. Today's video, we're just going to kind of give thoughts on the new Teen Titans. It's Teen Titans number 25 with Lobo's daughter Crush. Now, just an FYI, I really haven't read much on Lobo, so I really don't know his background. I really don't know a lot about Lobo. I know that he does fight Batman a couple of times. I know he's like a bounty hunter. I know he's like I remember I used to refer to him as the ashy nigga on a motorcycle. But, you know, we did, I do know that he is a bounty hunter. He has came across the Teen Titans as well as Justice League and Batman several times. I think it's more towards Batman that he is related to, or, you know, one of Batman's villains. I know that he is one of the favorites of, like, diehard DC fanatics that I know besides Joker. Of course, you know, everybody loves Joker, but Lobo is like the next favorite. To me, I'm more of a Edward Nygma guy. Like, I like Joker, but if I had to choose a favorite villain from Batman, and it had to be a male, it would probably be Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler. Like, I just feel like he challenges you, and he really pissed me off, which was like the most villain thing to do when I played the Batman series, the Arkham series, when I played Arkham Asylum and Arkham City and then Arkham Knight, and when I played all those games, Riddler pissed me off the most. Because to this day, I still, in Arkham Asylum, have not found all the Riddler trophies. And yes, I was using the user guide. So I definitely feel some type of way. He really made me mad with that. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. But, like I said, if you see me look down a couple of times, I am looking on this website. I will link the website down below in the description box. Also, make sure that you hit that notification bell and that you hit the subscribe button to keep up on your geek news with me. So we are talking about Lobo's daughter joining Teen Titans. It was going around the interwebs. I think it was like a year ago, or maybe it was either a year ago or it was earlier this year. It was going around the interwebs that Lobo's daughter Crush was going to join Teen Titans. She's not a part of Dick Grayson's Teen Titans. She's not a part of Jason Todd's Teen Titans. I think Tim Drake had a stint in the Titans as well. I'm not too sure. I have to read back up on that. But she's part of Damian Wayne's Teen Titans. So this is like the new group that's in there. I believe that would include like Mari McCabe and stuff like that. I'm not too sure, so do not quote me. I will look that up. But I believe that's who it is. Anyways, she made her debut a couple of months ago. Now, according to DC Wiki and this CBR website that I'm on right now, she's not the only one of Lobo's kids. Like, Lobo has kids strewn all over the cosmos, but she's the only one that's kind of like stood out in a way. Everybody else didn't really make an impact. She's the only one that kind of stood out. But she decided to join Teen Titans, and she used her super strength and her stamina to hold her own against people like Brother Blood and Gizmo. If you have kids that watch Teen Titans Go, you will see that they do indeed fight Brother Blood and they do fight Gizmo. That is one thing I will accredit Teen Titans Go for, is that yes, they are very funny and they try to make light of a lot of situations. But to be honest with you, they really do stick to a lot of the origin stories. They really do stick to a lot of like nemesis and things of that nature. They kind of stick to it. They really don't deviate too far from that. And my kids, they love Teen Titans Go. Like, their favorite one is Starfire. My little one, she loves Starfire. She knows Starfire's backstory. My oldest, she likes Cyborg. They both like Cyborg and Beast Boy, but who doesn't like Cyborg and Beast Boy? But they both like, they like Starfire and Raven. They like all of them, but I would say Starfire is probably my little one's favorite. But anyway, so she made her debut. Well, her secret origin actually is debuted in Teen Titans number 25, which is the new Teen Titans comic series that is out now. So she's already made kind of like a couple of comments about her being abandoned by Lobo, and how looking for her I guess her foster parents got killed, so she wants to avenge her foster parents by being killed. We really wasn't aware of her origin until this issue came out. She tracks down her parents' killer, and she has a teammate called Dijon. Now, I don't know if it's Dijon? It's the thing that was on Supernatural. Whoever watched Supernatural, is spelled D-J-I-N. Dijon? I'm not sure. But anyways, he's a genie. He's a 4,000-year-old genie. And anyway, she tells him that she fell to Earth as an infant named Zamora, and she was protected by a giant sentient chain that she calls obelisks. She crashed outside of the utopian community of Burning Man, and her foster parents, who are named Dave and Lisa Rojas, took her in as their own. The Rojas did struggle with substance abuse. They still tried to give Crush a very loving home, and they tried to take care of her. As she grew up, her parents started, drifting in between jobs, moving locations as they continued to struggle with their addiction. They stole a stash of drugs from a dealer named Ezekiel. Then they in turn went on a run with Obelisk, serving as an early warning system that kept them one step ahead of the pursuers. She also grew up knowing that her birth parents were superheroes who sent her to Earth for protection. So she kind of thought she had maybe a Superman origin, where her parents sent her to Earth for protection instead of keeping her where she was at. She discovered her true origin one day when she seen Lobo fighting Superman on TV. She confronted the Rojas about what she seen on TV. Ezekiel then killed her. Well, she confronted the Rojas about what she seen on TV, and probably asked them if Lobo was her dad or whatever. She got angry. She stormed off. And when she stormed off, that's when the guy that her parents ripped the drugs off from came and killed her parents, and he also stole Obelisk. Since then, she's just kind of been living off the grid until Robin found her and recruited her for the more aggressive Teen Titans. So that's kind of where it's at now. It's just saying that her origin kind of stands on its own perfectly well, even though it does kind of diverge on other superheroes' backstories, such as Superman and Batman. Crush and Superman are both aliens, which were found by curious Earth people, and taken in, as we know, the Kents took in Clark when he fell to Earth, and now we know that the Rojas took in Crush when she fell to Earth. We already know that Martha and John gave Clark a very loving home in Smallville, Kansas. And basically, that's what Crush family did. Even though her family wasn't as small town or as down home as John and Martha, the Rojas still tried to do their best for Crush, even though they were suffering from drug addiction at the time. Let's see. She did have criminal parents who was gunned down, kind of like Thomas and Martha Wayne, as we all know. While some characters, end up turning into villains, in this case, she didn't want to turn into a villain. She wanted to turn into a superhero. So, because they did to some point, even though you might not see it, like, oh, her parents are drug dealers, what type of morals or what type of morale does she have? They instilled something into her for her to decide that she wanted to go be a superhero versus her just going out there and saying, you know what, screw the world. The world screwed me, so I'm gonna screw the world. So we went on and we see that she still basically is acting out that anger, but you have to realize she is a teenager. She's gonna have that teenage angst, so she's still really sorting that out. I'm not gonna go too much more into it. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the video. I mean, on the, for what I read of the synopsis of issue number 25 of the new Teen Titans, I do believe that this could be a good introductory to anybody who hasn't maybe read up on Teen Titans and really doesn't want to read Titans Go, or they don't want to read Titans or Teen Titans, or they don't feel like they want to start all back. I really haven't read a Teen Titans comic book in a while. The last one I read, I believe, Starfire was the leader of Teen Titans, so I believe it had like Vixen and everybody else in it. I can't quite remember. I haven't read the comic book in so long that I actually forgot what it was about. I glanced at it. I don't think I ever finished it. But I did start reading like the Young Justice one, which is pretty good. It was based off the TV show that is coming back. Yay. But anyways, I do believe that this would be a good introductory comic to anybody that wants to learn more about comic book characters that are not really mainstream, because you have Dejan, which is the genie that is part of Teen Titans. You have Crush, which is Lobo's daughter. You have Damian Wayne, which we kind of know he's not really Jason Todd renegade, but he has those type of renegade tendencies. He's not really kind of like Batman. He's more like Ra's al Ghul. He's more like them because, you know, as we know, Talia Ghul is his mother. So he does have more of those tendencies. I think that it's a good storyline to go across, especially with introducing a strong female character, and instead of okay, so my camera died, and as you can see, I kind of did a makeshift thing in the back. Please excuse my background. But basically, the last thing I was saying was that um Lobo's daughter Crush, she decided to, you know, be a crime fighter instead of just being a villain. And I think that it's pretty good that DC is deciding to use her, and instead of turning her to a villain, they're turning her into a superhero. Like, I think that's good. I think it's different. I would love to hear your thoughts and concerns in the comments below as to, do you think that DC is doing a good thing with this, or do you feel like that maybe they screwed the pooch on it? So basically, just leave your comments in the description below. You can head over to Facebook. You can follow my page at Penny's Fantopia, or you can email me at penniesfantopia@gmail.com. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll probably make another video tomorrow. I'm going to do my review on Titans. I just completed all 9 episodes, so I am caught up. Yay! So I will be watching that. Well, not watching that, but I will be recording that, letting you know my thoughts, what I think about the show so far, and just want to hear your guys' opinion. So I'm going to let my camera charge up. I might record it later on tonight, or I might record it tomorrow. I'm not too sure. But until then, guys, you have a nice day, and